All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Chihayafuru, Season 2, Episode 9. Arata is here.
He is here
Okay.
ahead of schedule.
A little surprise.
A little surprise for Chihaya. Yeah.
I'm sure
here to
it's...
say hiya. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know
don't
what to follow that up with.
yeah.
But I would just love to see him not say anything and just show up and start watching a game. And then Chihaya just randomly sees him in the crowd and it's just like, huh? And totally whiffs a card.
Yeah, I hope it's something where she's not so distracted that it ends up causing any issues, really. But it would be kind of fun to see her start playing flawlessly.
Sure, as
and
she's
then
like,
something
all right,
where
like cool
it's
water.
Right, but then it's like right. That's the presence and the feeling of being with someone that you
with such a good friend.
truly care about.
Yeah,
And
exactly. But we also had a bit of a zinger at the end of the episode with Shinobu showing up.
Shinobu
And
just kind of
I don't know if she's like, hey bud, hey ex-lover, or
ex-lover. These are our children, Jacob.
Good point.
These are children, mind you.
Ex-Carta crush. I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
But because the show has set up the idea that there's some kind of, they knew each other or something. I don't know.
They definitely knew each other because I think the main thing is that Arata was a promising god of Karuta. Little kid god.
Shinobu probably would have faced him at least once or twice.
Shinobu probably would have fought him at some point, but they didn't probably because of family drama.
Yeah, so what's the deal here? And more importantly, if Shinobu and Arata both sit down all of a sudden watching one of Chihaya's matches, who does she look at? Or if they're on opposite sides, they're not sitting next to each other.
Chihaya be wow.
Yeah, what does Chihaya do? Will we get to see the priorities of...
She gets the anime shot of it, comes in and her
right.
eyes
Love interest
to the
or
sides
rival.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Showing up like the girl from The Ring, just
You've been avoiding my calls. I thought we were going to play a match together. Oh, okay. All right.
Wow. He crushed her.
You took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
Baka. Of course. Whoa.
The shade.
You're forging each other. Dang. She was the only one that was close to a match for him.
Yeah.
Wow, there's some fun things that can get into that. Because then from Shinobu's perspective, this is the guy that's been he thrashed me all throughout as a kid.
Bastard.
I never beat him.
Yeah.
And then he quit before I could beat him.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go up to him and be like, hey, I've thought about you all my life.
Right.
And he's like,
huh?
Who?
Who are you?
Whomst? Yeah, that would be devastating.
Oh, yeah.
I would cry too on the stairs. I'd just be like,
yeah. My whole life is a lie. Edmond finally gets out of, the Chateau d'If, and Fernand's like, huh?
Who are you?
Yeah. But my friends call me Edmond Dantes. You say that like it should mean something to me.
Yeah. It's been 17 years.
Right,
you know,
right.
He was like a guy, I guess. Hold on, let me get his ex-lover here.
Right.
1回戦勝ったよ。そっちの会場はどうだ？今年の藤崎。どうした？
What? What is it?
マシマ。
The data. It's not good.
登録8人のうち5人が永久。しかも1回戦から出し惜しみせず。
Ah!
ごめん。どうした？熊野？
何あれ偵察？あの人試合中もやたらメモ取ってましたよ。
あ、ねえ、スパイなら書いといてよ。
Wow.
本当に怖いのは。あんた男じゃないの？
Damn.
でも本当に怖いのは美しい人間。
誠先輩のまつげ。
知ってたけど、カルタ強いやつ。変人ばっかだよ。
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Clearly.
good thing we've got a weirdo on our team, too.
なんでも。
相変わらず騒がしいな。我が北欧学園。
Alright, yeah.
予選でコロッと負けてくるなよ。
Not even in the shot fully.
決勝戦で待ってるからな。
大友よ。今この大会で返す。
帰り討ちだ。
Ah!
村尾さん。
Hey.
Yeah. It wasn't the name, it was the voice.
どうした千早？
新たな声。
Wow.
何言ってんだよ。あいつ個人戦にしか出ないって言ってたんだろ。
でもいるかも。今声が。
千早。
Focus.
もうすぐ2回戦だ。
Mm-hmm.
試合に集中しろ。
Ah.
永久が5人。どう対処する？明石第一女子。
Yeah.
全国は強豪だらけだ。
You kinda don't. Like,
となんか考えてる余裕ねえんだよ。でも本当に。
What if?
何あなたなんで隠れるんやすみません今年運営員やったんですね
ああ南雲会からは他にも来てるで俺らも学生の頃は運営してもらう側やったからな恩返しっていうかこういうのは巡るもんや下の個人戦だけやったやろエントリーは
Yeah.
藤岡西は苦労してるぞ
A lot of competition.
3人で頑張ってきたけど団体戦は高校からたの花やけど純粋な強さを追求するなら個人戦や
mm-hmm.
はよ帰れや
先生、今どこ？田尻も一緒やろ。俺ら3チームのリーグに。
Oh my gosh.
2試合目からで。
They need a stand-in player.
Amazing.
自己渋滞でまだ京都の県境。すまんまさき。
Oh man!
全国大会のために。
He got LASIK!
俺新たやけど中学で一緒やった。またや。名人のじいちゃん自慢やったんやるけど、ええ方が練習できると思ってるやろ。
Yeah.
わたや新た。新た？藤岡西に行ったんやっけ？藤岡東に行ったカルタの強いわたや新た。
Yes. Yes, that's him.
福井ってカルタ盛んなんじゃなかったっけ？地区予選も3校しか出場してないし。
Dang.
3人でもすっごく強いんじゃない？
何を
Oh my god.
俺は何を対何を
This is so funny.
では HI ブロック
なんや田尻君。
絶対バレるうちの体会の栗山会長が運営にいる
Oh no.
大丈夫。メガネの。
He's now been nerfed.
Ah.
田尻君や。
できるわけないやろ替え玉なんて高校違うし
違うっつっても隣の子。
It's close
That's
enough.
not the point.
Yeah.
やり
Please.
たいなんて今更思ってん。並んで座ってくれるだけで。
Yeah, just don't let us forfeit by.
Right.
のメガネまで外されて
I can't see a
本当に
dang
座ってるだ
thing.
けになるかろうじて札は並べられたけど
時間です始めます
Oh no.
千早と太一の試合を見に来ただ
And I'm not watching any of their matches now.
Yep.
せめて途中でバレて失格にならんように
Just swiped the whole side of the board. Of the map.
Does he even have a chance? Yeah. Every dark-haired boy with glasses is gonna have you like
気にしてんのは俺の方だな。
panicking.
大地、
何？
Lock in.
よそ見しないで。もし新が見に来てたら、これが私のチームだよって。
Right.
Okay.
She's grown up.
よくわかんないけど、
Yeah.
綾瀬先輩に自慢されたい。
He starts steaming.
見てて、新。
I can't see a goddamn thing.
勝っちゃあかん。他の二人の試合に影響を与えちゃあかん。まともにやるより疲れる。なんなんだよこいつ。やる気ないのかよ。痛いほど伝わってくる。一試合でも多く取りたい。自分を引き上げてくれそうな強い
Yeah.
選手と当たりたい。早い。やばい。自陣の一時決まりって体動く。ろくに普段見えなくて。
Wow.
前にもあったな。メガネなしで体取ったこと。
Yeah.
どこや。
Yeah.
千早には
Oh.
チームになってみたくての。なんで泣くんや。
Yeah.
まさきいい感じ。攻めてる攻めてる。A 級になったのは新より先やったけど、結局 A 級の大会では一勝もできんかったんや。まあに見回したらそういうやつ
Right. Lots of people that weren't that good, but they're still putting their heart into it.
5人えんくても楽しいカルタができたんや。
アンナはカルタを好きやない人がやることや。
純粋な強さを追求するなら個人戦や。
But it might not be where you have the
Even
most
so.
fun. Yeah.
Even so.
福井は3人やから誰も負けられんのに、3組ともコーチが優勢か。
Yeah. That'll, if anything, it'll seem really weird if you don't go for anything at all.
助けられない。俺のチームじゃないから。
ありがとうございました。
Ouch. Crushed.
俺団体戦には興味ない。個人戦で勝つことしか考えてない。
Yeah.
アンナはカルタを好きやない人がやることや。
純粋な
Puts the glasses on.
個人戦や。
Yeah.
All right.
村尾さん。
I'm taking off my
For just
limiters.
this once.
So yeah, just
must
this
go
once.
all out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
なんや。
He was playing without his glasses? What?
Yeah, now you gotta win your match. Come on.
Oh shit. This kid, he's using all this time just to memorize where the cards are.
Yeah.
Okay, now that was an easy one. That was on his side.
Right.
うちの新田くん並みやな。
Asarata. Wait a minute.
Hang on. He didn't have glasses before.
綺麗な。
Whoa.
15枚までついた差はなかなか返せんやろうけど。
15 cards.
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
He noticed! 3 cards in after putting the glasses on and he could tell.
15枚差がひっくり返る。
Right, right.
藤岡西の予選敗退は決まって。
Yeah, because they already lost a match.
まだやれるって気持ちを。
Right.
Yeah.
何かをあげられるほど。
I love his accent, like the way he gets fired up with it. Oh,
Oh! Oh!
he curved
From
around
behind the
and
guard.
違うんや。パワーが。
flipped. Power.
Just some Zaraki Kenpachi Ryatsu, like,
Yeah.
distortion starts to set in.
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
And he actually managed to do it!
He won by 1 card.
Yep.
It was literally just a 50-50 as to whose card got
Yeah.
the draw.
Right. Yeah, they still lost because they lost a match.
Right.
新田。
And it might have just been the pressure that got to him, you know?
I mean, I'd get kind of psyched out too if I'm like, all right, yeah, we got this. They only have 3 people we've won. And then over there, it's like, wait, did he just pick up 9 cards in a row? I know I'm not playing him, but
Yeah.
栗山先生。
You were cheating.
すみません。
一体どういうことや。
あなたは悪くないんです。
Yeah, yeah.
売りに頼んで。
メンバーの替え玉は立派な。
They wouldn't.
No.
わしが知ってしまった以上、あやふやにはできん。藤岡西の厳重注意はもちろん、
But you.
新たく
Oh my god.
出場停止かもしれんぞ。
You're kidding! And even the event got canceled.
Oh, no, that's for Shinobu.
You think the Birdman rally isn't just as important?
明日の個人戦、出場停止かもしれんぞ。
Well.
Yeah, because that'd be like, of course that'd be super not allowed.
Oh, it's extremely not allowed.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, just come in here
this
and
is
like,
the classic example of why you don't do it.
right,
Is you get a god level player
right.
helping
Hey, can you
carry
just come
another
in for
team.
like this one match? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hell no. Now, he might have been able to get away with it if he specifically joined the match and then didn't take a card. You know? Where it's I wanted them to be able to play. As you can see, I didn't do anything that would potentially make it so they'd unfairly win. You know?
Yeah. There's people that I play with in Ultimate that are like so good at the sport that they might as well be professionals. But they're just not like, they're a little lazy, you know?
Okay.
They don't like put everything into it, but their talent is so high.
Yeah.
They might as well be. And I saw one point where some players were like, you should come help our team. We're down a player. And they're like, well, we have to ask the other team if that's okay. And we just looked at them seriously like, no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
This guy's like...
Hey, is it okay if I just like have Magnus Carlsen play chess for me? Like,
Right.
That's fine, right?
I mean, he's gonna be
In
basically
secret.
like, like blind, but like that, yeah, he'll be blindfolded, but that
I'd take
that
a
shouldn't
blind
matter.
Magnus Carlsen over my chess playing any day. Like,
I think a blindfolded Magnus Carlsen could beat me on 50 different chessboards,
right.
with giving me unlimited time and everything too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah. And no one telling him, like reminding him what the moves are on the different chessboards. Yeah. So of course that's not allowed.
Yeah.
But the fact that the show has the gall to be like,
the
hey,
gall.
we're gonna build this whole thing up and everything. This is season 2.
Yeah.
These characters are finally going to get to play Karta against each other in a competitive tournament. Chihaya is going to get to play against Arata.
now, at the very least, Arata will still be able to watch the tournament.
Is this going to be something where, like, we don't actually get to see them play together until, like, they're married at the very end of the show? And it's like, yes, our first Karta game, since we were kids all those decades ago.
No. This is gonna be just a bit of drama that we'll have to get through here.
Yeah.
But Arata,
My
you
guy.
took the moment and put your glasses on, and you still didn't nerf yourself like in the way that you play.
Yeah. What you could have
you
theoretically
could
done
have just played
is when he's
slightly
like
worse.
is when he's like, oh, you should probably take your glasses off. Right. Check where all the cards are first. Okay. Take the glasses off. All right.
Well, right, but
You know.
there's still cards being moved.
Oh no, right. But just at least so he had something so that he could play without the glasses,
Maybe, but
Maybe,
I
but-
think that'd still be a bit too hard to do anything really seriously.
Oh
But-
sure.
But
yeah.
hey, what's
yeah,
done
you
is done.
Yes.
You have been slapped with basically a pretty bright red
Stick.
card here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is potentially a permanent record kind of thing here.
Right.
Because when you cheat at a sport like this, even if it's for the most wholesome of reasons,
Right.
and it wasn't even your desire to cheat,
Yeah.
but it's your thing of where, like, if you had won, what then?
Yeah.
Like, if your team had gotten all 3 wins,
Right.
They would have had to have logged like some kind of larger scale thing.
Right.
Because you would have gone on to the next tournament with the same players. Not the next tournament, but the next match.
And even if you didn't go on to the next match, but it was just okay, that gives enough time for the other player to get here and all that stuff, that's still something where the one team gets screwed over on what should have been like an easy win. Right?
An easy win.
Because they literally just had to win any of the 3 games in order to win because the other team only had 3 people.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those instances where Arata knows what the rules are for this kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So we shouldn't be surprised as if he's surprised by this thing or what have you.
Right.
It's more oh no, I got caught. And when he said, and he looked up at the person up there who was next to the actual reader.
He's in my society.
He's like, I literally cannot do this.
Right.
He will notice me.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, just take off your glasses. And it's like, okay. If you then go through with that, Arata, you cannot put your glasses on for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah, and I love that literally after 3 times of taking cards, he's like, that's Arata. Like, that's...
Yes.
Like,
I love the, back muscle, spinal column.
He's like,
makes a
what?
complete U, and he, becomes possessed and is like, that is Arata. It's the thing of where he's like, I would never have guessed in 1,000 years that Arata would do something this stupid. He's actually doing it.
Your best defense for hey, please go easy on me is this was really dumb. Clearly it was dumb. This was not some orchestrated thing. I might as well have been putting, the disguise glasses on myself, Yeah,
exactly. Oh my God.
This is some Scooby-Doo level.
Scooby-Doo. And what you could have done is basically been hey, well, because it was still a loss, that's that. There's nothing There's nothing that matters about the individual matches, wins or losses. Maybe there is, though, and that's why this is actually pretty egregious, though.
Sure.
That could be part of it because the societies might have certain things with regards to rank advancement. Now, I think that has nothing to do with it in team matches.
No, certainly not for the first match in, nationals or whatever.
But still, you broke a rule that is a very, obvious rule as to why you can't do this.
Yeah.
He ends up getting caught. It's someone in his society. So even if it was handled within the society and not in the tournament organizer kind of way, it would be the kind of thing where they'd be like, Arata, you're banned from our society.
Right.
In a lot of ways, let you come and train and play with us anymore.
Yeah.
Because obviously we want more people to play Karata. But you're the kind of player that we'd want to actually put the banner of the country's representative of Karuta around here.
You can't just do shit like this.
We can't put you on a low basic standard thing here.
Well,
you could be a Shinobu level player.
And you're also from our society, right?
Yeah.
If it was from another society, where
we'd go to their teacher and be like, bah, what the hell are you letting them get away with?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if the person that was there that caught Arata was from a different society.
It would have been worse.
I think there's the possibility, it probably would have been worse, but there's the possibility that it actually would have been better because there's no...
ownership?
There isn't the sense of
personal responsibility.
Right, if I don't punish this, then I'm basically, endorsing this behavior. I'm in collusion, yeah. It could be hey, this was extreme circumstances. I know I totally fucked up. Can we talk to the other team, explain the situation, see if they're okay with, something like that, right? But no.
It's actually a weird concept, though, because they're Japanese. So they're going to be like, oh, sumimasen, but then also they're competitive sports players. So they'd also be like, fuck you. You took my win.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for playing hard on me.
You could have totally gone for the angle of, hey, because if you think about it, their desire to get Arata actually is only for the worst possible cheating situation. They could have theoretically gone and been like, hey, our person didn't show up.
Yes.
We practiced for 18 months. We know that this isn't, something, but could you maybe, just still play, even though it's just the two of us, even though it won't actually decide something, because we would love to be able to at least say, hey, we got, we only lost 4 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 5 matches.
And it would have been a really interesting thing to then have them be like, no, we actually have valuable time that we could use this in. Thank you for the free wins.
Yeah, we can rest up and be going fresh into game 2.
Right,
You know?
and then what they could do basically is be like, Arata, could you please play opposite me? Like, could you just please
Sure.
sit here
Yeah.
and play opposite me?
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I know you're gonna crush my ass, but like,
Right. He could theoretically play opposite both of them at the same time as a handicap, you know? like he's in there and it's just the
I just play them one after the other. But the
yeah.
idea that like, no, you need a reader. You know, one of them might. That's how they could do it. One of the three of them, one of the other two could be the reader,
exactly,
basically.
right.
But
you didn't
all
do
that being said, that's not what happened. You almost bumped into Chihaya too, which I found really funny that he's like, no, not like that. Like, I want it to be a different way that I'm seen.
I think he
watching
might
her
have been
matches.
thinking that he wants to do the dramatic ganbate, you know.
Yeah, but it can't do that in a match. You
No,
you
yeah,
can't yell.
you can't do that.
What I think it is that he hasn't prepped like what he's gonna say or anything like that.
Sure.
Or he's literally just going to watch quietly from the background and not tell her that he was watching all the team matches.
Or afterwards be like, hey, good job. And she'll be like, what?
Sure.
You were watching? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
idea though
But
that she heard his voice.
Yeah, it wasn't even when the person said his name. It's just he started speaking, and like he was a reader, and she needs to get that one syllable
does
card
have
or 0 syllable card.
Chihaya does have Karuta ears though.
She does. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's a big surprise. Arata and Karuta occupy the same space of Chihaya's brain.
Yes, for the most part.
Well,
but to be
for the
fair,
most part.
to be fair, also he has a very thick accent.
Yes.
That allows him to be very like easily identified in a crowd. I would say also.
Yeah.
Murao also does quite a bit as well, but still.
Yeah. But the idea
that Taichi just is like, oh my god, and then she relieves him of that stress by being like, hey,
lock in.
I need you to focus. And then everyone else on the team be like, that is a rich Chihaya. Imagine Chihaya saying,
psychic
they'll
damage.
need to focus. And they're just like, ugh. Okay,
Yep,
that's
just
funny. That's real funny,
Crushed
Chihaya.
spirits.
But no, even if he is watching, she's ready to compete and play at her best.
But
everyone has grown.
But even if you can't play against Arata in the individuals tournament because he's disqualified now, maybe you could still play just one-on-one outside the tournament. Possibly. Yeah. But can you
Taichi,
imagine?
could you read for us?
The thing is,
you can see it, can't you?
I can.
Yeah.
But think about it this way. How wild would that be? Chihaya's like, all right, I get the chance to face Shinobu again in the individuals. All right, I'm gonna make her a little bit scared. I'm gonna take more than 5 cards this time or something like that, you know. And Shinobu's like, it was crazy seeing Arata here. And Chihaya's just like, yeah, just full on collapses. Like he's like doesn't even know
Both
what to,
Chihaya and Shinobu are completely thrown off, but Shinobu's reason for being thrown off is because of the stupid, like,
Hey,
lake,
don't
like,
call it
floating thing.
stupid.
Hey, you were making fun of it during the reaction, and now you can't flip-flop on me like that. Was canceled because of the rainstorm.
And it's going to be tomorrow, which I think is still fine because the individual tournament was going to be in a couple days. So if it's
unless
tomorrow,
that was counting today, because she might have called him the day before. So
sure,
I don't know. I think
what
that's
it was.
how it is.
Okay,
yeah.
because I was going to say, and there we go. That's why it's tragic. Otherwise, it's just like no, just go tomorrow. You're not going to watch the team matches anyways.
This is something that I'm so fascinated about, and I want to know it, not in the I'm a fitness guy, so I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. But I want to know the routines of people that are like actually really serious about their hyper-specific thing, because they always have a weird routine.
Shit does get wild.
It's not the things that are the obvious. Everyone does this. I sleep 6 hours every day from this time to this time, and I, blah, 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 and I have my personal chef make meals.
Right. I take a 2-hour nap after every workout.
Right. No, I'm talking about the so, on Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
No, yes. I feel
sniff
like
yellow crayons.
my mind was going to the same kind of place. So I think writers are actually a pretty good case study for that sort of thing.
Really?
Because writers don't even know how they do what they do. You know, like it's with sports people. It's the like, how do you get that exact 0.10% or whatever, you know, of like performance, you know, and everything like that.
Sure.
Whereas I feel like
I was talking about mental stuff specifically
sure.
because this sport is a very mental game.
Yeah, no, that's
know?
true. But it's still, you know, it's still a physical aspect of it, right? You got to be
It
rested
is,
in order
it
to
is,
keep
that's
your
true.
mind the plasticity there.
Neuroplasticity.
Yeah,
yes.
neuroplasticity. But I feel like for writers, it really goes almost into superstition, where it's like,
yes.
you know, it's the okay, like. I pray
I
to the
listened
gods.
to My Brother from Berserk for
Right.
90 minutes straight.
I rewatched the Rohirrim charge, you know, and then
It's like, I'm pretty sure you're just trying to get an emotional high. Dude, don't
Shut
judge
up,
my
man, yeah.
routine, man.
right.
You don't know me.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
But okay, he's here, but
He
also
is.
not here. Yay, because
Right.
we can't have nice things.
Yeah. But neither can Shinobu, because
Right.
she was probably also excited to face him as well, because it's the
Didn't even recognize her.
he didn't even recognize her. She
Yep.
basically had been losing to him throughout her entire childhood, probably because they were the two highest skilled children in like the
yeah.
country or the region at the time. Then
Yep.
he leaves. Then he comes back, and he's probably not nearly as good. So she's like, okay, so it's not going to be as
I'm gonna
amazing.
kick your ass this time, you know.
But I do like the idea that I could beat him.
Yeah.
And then, oh wait, he might not play at all. So, fuck.
Oh yeah, no, like the well, Tai Chi might not be the only one that's about to be in a rough or that is in a rough situation.
That's experiencing some cuckery.
Yeah,
at the moment.
exactly. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the actual tagline, you know, but because imagine Shinobu's like, all right, well, I'll play him in the individuals. All right, fine. You know, okay, he now knows that he was playing a future queen way back when, you know.
Wait, the reason why he got banned was because he went into a team match.
He did some stupid
impersonated
bullshit.
another player. Wait,
He
but
specifically-
from my perspective, if you play team matches, you're not
Serious about Karta.
Karta, or you don't love Karta.
Right,
That's
right.
what she said.
Yeah.
So is he like specifically mocking my statement about
Right.
not loving Karta?
Right. And then when it comes to the, okay, fine, we'll play a match outside of the tournament, you know, for my own personal
playing
improvement.
her, not
He's playing
me?
Chihaya, and you don't even get to be the reader because that's Tai Chi. You can just sit there not being the reader, not being the player. Like, that's, you know, some multi-level degrees
This
of...
is like the last good tournament of Shinobu's career. Like Chihaya
Wait.
actually like takes the
Oh, God.
goes the distance
That's
here
a good
because of
point.
the psychic damage that Shinobu takes.
Yeah,
here.
and if Chihaya doesn't win here, I imagine, like, this is season 2.
She
if
could
she
get
faces...
crushed in the semifinals or something here.
Sure,
that's
and I guess-
that's my prediction is that
and-
she won't even make it to the finals.
Right, and the
she'll-
third season is not the final season of Chihayafuru.
Oh no! There's
Probably going to
plenty-
be at least a fourth.
Yeah, there's plenty of manga to adapt according to fans.
Right, because I was
So-
wondering, like, what if it's one match, like 1 year per season, kind of in one matchup with Shinobu, and then like the third one, the final one of high school is when she beats her.
Yeah,
and
I
this
think
would
the
actually
pacing
be
is going to slow down a lot.
I think so.
Especially with these types of stories, the pacing usually slows down dramatically after you've gone through the introductory year.
Well, and yes, and especially given that once Arata actually gets reintroduced, there's a whole lot of stuff
a
that
lot
needs
of
to be
other
gone
story
into
things that can be
that
explored,
I'm
yeah.
sure will take a good amount of time.
Totally. But
yeah.
yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.